With automatic transmissions gaining pace in India, many of us are opting for an easy mode of driving, especially for those staying in cities. But be warned, if not used properly, it could incur a very huge expense. Seldom do the sales or service guy explain on how to use an automatic transmission, and many of us are confused. And today I will be explaining on how to use an automatic transmission so that you don't encounter any major issues with the automatic transmission. So today I will be showing you all on how to use the automatic transmission with due care so that you all don't ruin your automatic transmission. This is the gear selector, and these are the following gears. You have the park, reverse, neuter, drive, and then you can shift to the manual, which shows the sign M with plus and minus. Before starting the engine, make sure to press the brake pedal and then start your engine. Let's now see on how to use the gear selector in an automatic transmission. And as I have told earlier, we have got the following gears: the park gear, the reverse, the neutral, and the drive. So now it's on the park gear, and now when you are shifting from the park to the drive, always ensure whether when you are shifting from the park to reverse or to the drive, always to engage the brake pedal, and you press the brake pedal, and you engage the brake pedal and press the button just behind the gear selector and slowly shift to the reverse, neutral, and drive. And then you release the handbrake and slowly take your foot from the brake pedal and move forward. And this is how you drive an automatic transmission. Also keep in mind, whenever you're shifting the gears in an automatic transmission, your vehicle is not moving, and if it moves, it can seriously damage the transmission. Seldom is the neutral gear used in an automatic transmission. The very purpose of the neutral gear in an automatic transmission is when you need to tow your car, or when you get stuck on the road and you need to pull over to a side, the neutral gear is used. And also make sure not to shift to the neutral gear in traffic signals, because there is a wrong notion that it saves fuel when it's on the neutral gear, but it's only a myth, because the engine keeps still running and you hardly save on the fuel. Also make sure not to launch your car on the neutral gear as done in sport cars. When you launch the vehicle in your neutral gear, you are causing unnecessary wear and tear of the transmission. While stopping the car, always engage the handbrake first with your leg on the brake pedal, and then slowly shift to the neutral gear, and release your leg from the brake pedal so that the weight of the vehicle falls on the parking brake or handbrake. And then engage the brake pedal once again and slowly shift it to the park gear so that you know the weight of the vehicle is on the handbrake or the parking brake. For those who have driven an automatic transmission, may have encountered a stiffness in the gear shift while you are shifting from park to the drive, especially when you have parked your car on an inclined surface or a slope. Why is that stiffness being experienced while you shift your car from the park to the drive mode, especially when you parked your vehicle on an inclined surface or a slope? The main reason is you have engaged your park gear first before engaging the handbrake. So when you're parking your car on an inclined surface or a slope, you should always first engage your handbrake and only then shift to the park gear, because by engaging the handbrake first, the entire weight of the vehicle falls on the handbrake. Or else what happens is, if you engage your park gear first, the weight of the vehicle falls on the gear directly on the parking pole, and it could ruin your transmission. So how does the park gear function in an automatic transmission? When the park gear is engaged in an automatic transmission, the parking pole, a hammer-shaped metallic pin, is engaged into one of the notches of a metallic ring that is attached to the transmission's output shaft. When the pin is in position, the output shaft is prohibited from rotating, which in turn prevents the drive wheels from moving. When the gear is shifted from the park, the pin is released and frees the output shaft, making the drive wheels to move. This parking pole or pin stays in place until the gear is moved out of the park position. Hence, when park gear is applied before the parking brake, the weight of the vehicle falls on the parking pole, and by doing so, a pressure is applied on the transmission and eventually it leads to transmission damage. Moreover, if the car is met with an accident when parked, the impact is directly on the transmission, thereby damaging its parts. Hence, it is highly recommended to first engage the handbrake before shifting to the park gear in an automatic transmission. I hope you all would have liked watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel to watch new videos. Thank you.